Good morning, everyone. This is Anne Marie. Today is February the 13th. It is a Wednesday, and we're taking a look at SPY. We continue to bang our heads up against this top level that we've been looking at. We popped out of the trading range. Notice this. Spread it out. We've come back to test it. Notice our VWAPs still relatively flat. So we are not changing the speed at which we are moving, right? What changes the slope of the moving averages is the speed at which we are trending. All right, and that is the measure of momentum. We can still be moving up and have a grinding flat-ish. It can't ever be perfectly flat and move up, but it's grinding and flat-ish as it continues to test new spaces to the upside. Don't step in front of the shorts. The shorts have been doing that for a while, and they've been getting creamed. And so, why do that? A lot of folks have the idea that if they wait for the market to move, then they don't have an edge. I've been making a living a long time just following the market, right? Keeps me out of trouble. I don't ever have big risk associated with what I do, and I just plod along, and that's just fine for me because my goal is not to sit and live in a roller coaster, but have a nice stair-step event in my accounts. And so I'll just go ahead and wait and let the market tell me what it's going to do, and it continues to tell me it's got upside momentum. Even though I have VWAPs that are essentially flat, meaning that momentum is not lifting, right? The slope of a chart, the slope of a VWAP, the slope of a moving average, gets steeper if the speed at which we are moving increases, right? That's the big difference. And over time, we are still looking at this flat moving average, damp momentum, choppy charts. It's right now it's a stock picker's game, and it has been for a long time, actually. I believe everything is just not rising easily. So today, what we want to look at is, can we come in to this region, this R1, 151.85, and then bounce again? For those of us that work with me in the trading room or whatever, wherever we work together, you'll notice that it is completing an S curve right here, so we do expect it to come back into this region before popping to the upside. It's just the nature of what happens when we've been banging on something trying to get up over above it for a period of time, and we've been banging on this region since February the 8th. Okay, so good luck today. Watch for the pullback into this region, and that's going to be the most risk-free area that you can take along. If it breaches R2, after spending a little bit of time here, this wick will not mean anything, right? The longer it spends messing around in this upward region here, this wick is not going to mean anything. If it just completely goes up, the wick might mean something because it hasn't been playing around in that region long enough. But watch for those levels, R3, 52, 54, next on the horizon. This 153.69 here is that triple top event that, and a lot of people say there's no such thing as a triple top, but this is about to test this region up here for the third time in about, I don't know, 14 years. So looks like maybe we've got 6.5-year events that the market's very own 7-year edge. That's coming up into this region. It's going to be a space to watch. I think that's why so many larger companies are shorting. So much big money is shorting in this event. They expect a pullback. But the longer we dance around near the event, the longer we hold this region, the more likely it is that we blow right past it. And then, as it did in the space right here, it comes back to retest it. The market is extremely fractal. That means it's got pictures of itself within itself. And so we're going to see that on the upside the longer it chops around in here. What's the moral of the story, folks? Be cautious. Take a trade if it's begging you to take the trade. Otherwise, don't take the trade, okay? You don't have to trade every day, and you don't have to take a particular trade. If you create an environment where you're always anxious about taking a trade, you are going to make poor emotional decisions, because all trading, at some point, you've got an emotion whenever you clicked a button. That emotion is, all right, this looks good, I'm going to go well, or I've got to get in, or I've got to get out. It's all emotion. We can't operate without it. It's just a matter of, do I have enough facts around the situation to make the right decision? All right? And that's what you've really got to focus on in these environments. Still, as I just said, stock picker's game. You got to be super careful up here, and don't load the boat and go out and play 2 rounds of golf. All right? Probably not a great idea. Okay? So, good luck and have a great trading day.